I should have paused that whole time. Yeah, there's a bunch of lag time during the break. We could have not been recording, but okay. So create a new assembly, and then let's try and insert an existing part. And we'll do a surface loss search. Hopefully we can find something. Is that yours, Trumbull?
Yeah, that's the one I just made.
And then the other one on the left is Greg's. So we got two objects selected, so we can hit the green check mark. Okay, now, what was step one? Anybody?
Step one was to create a spline.
No.
Or a connect curve, I mean.
Yes, we're going to, well, it's a spine, and we're going to define the spine by using connect curve.
Do you want me to create a new part for the connector?
Yes, I do. So what we're looking at is Greg Jones built a pipe on the left, John Trumbull built the pipe on the right, and Dane Barry's going to build the pipe in between. So we do the connect curve.
Oh,
We got to switch. You got to make your own part and then switch into that detail part by double clicking in the tree. And we're going to switch to generative shape design or wireframe or morphing. And then hit the down arrow to show where the connect curve comes from. Okay, so normally it's under circle. So we'll go to connect curve. And then we'll select a point on the left. And the line we'll have to grab for that center curve. The arrow's going in the wrong direction, so we inverted the arrow. I usually use the reverse in the pop-up window. Okay, a little slower, Dane, because I've got a lag on top of it. So there's the second point. So we're going to highlight point 2, second curve. Grab that point, and then go on the curve that we're going to use. Is that one there? Okay, preview that. Now, before we even created this, what should we have done first?
Find our work object.
No.
Ask teammate which direction is going.
Yeah, who said that? Orion?
Yes.
Say that again, Orion.
Ask your teammates which direction the pipe is going.
Right, we want to know flow direction, right? So when we create the flow direction, Greg and John should have been creating the flow direction in the correct order. So that when I go to create this one, I'm doing it in the same flow direction as they are. And then I won't get weird results, potentially. Normally it will work, but the harder it gets, the more it doesn't like stuff. So I like to keep everything kind of the same as I can. Alright, what do you guys think? Is that everything so far?
Pretty good.
What are the 3 different types of connect curves we could do? Point,
tangency, and curvature.
correct, on each one of them. What you might experiment with is try to do all 3, create the surface with all 3 and see what happens, see if you get different results. I'm sure you're going to for point. Okay?
Do you want me to click them?
No, we're going to stick with tangency. That's pretty common. It usually works pretty good. The other one that works pretty good is curvature. So let's zoom up. I think you'll see the most change on the smaller end. So go to the small end, and we'll see how much of a change you can see. If I switch to curvature, does anybody know what's going to happen?
It'll hold the curve further out.
Right. So what's going to happen is that straight line, don't do it yet. that straight line right there will come out further before it starts to bend. So which one will create a more radical curve, tangency or curvature?
Tangency.
You guys all agree it's tangency? I'm not hearing anything else. So is everybody in agreement it's tangency?
I'm unsure.
Well, if you had to pick one, which one?
No, it's curvature. I was thinking curvature. Yeah.
Tangency has to obey the laws.
Yeah. Curvature would change where your endpoint is.
Okay, it's curvature, but it's curvature because the curvature is going to hold it straight for longer, which means there's going to be a more radical change going to the next one. Whereas tangency is going to hold tangency, but it's going to blend it as smooth as it can to get to the next one. So which one is the best?
Tangency.
What are you working on?
Or depending on the situation. I guess.
Exactly. That's why I show you all of them, because I don't know what your situation is going to be. You just need to know you've got options. You got to try your different options. If you get a result you don't like, you've got to try and change your options. Plus, there's tension in there as well. What if I change the tension for number 1 to 4? What's going to happen? Go ahead and hit preview. It holds that 4 times, right? If you zoom out, where I can see the entire curve, see how drastic the curve gets now? So that all of a sudden doesn't look so smooth, does it? Yeah, it's going to be really smooth at the 0.75, but trying to get now to the other one, it's going to have a more radical curve to get to the other one over there. So change it back to 1. And zoom up on that again. And let's change tangency to curvature and see if we can tell if there's a difference. See, did you see it move a little bit?
Shifted.
Yep, if you switch it back, you'll see it shift again. Okay. Do you guys see it when he switches them? You guys can try that on your own too, just to watch it switch, okay? Alright, let's stay with tangency.
Designing like piping or like wire bundles or something like that.
Yes.
You know, if you're routing a wire bundle through an airplane, you're gonna have to miss the ribs and things like that.
Right, that's why you would have to change it around, right? You might have to get around stuff. So, electrical wiring, tubing, hydraulic runs, pipes, all that would be techniques I use with the connect curves. Alright, and surface laws, or I can create laws as well for pipes and that. Select OK. Alright, now that we got the spline, what are we going to create?
A sweep.
So under the sweep command, which type did we use?
We used a circle.
Okay, so again, I try to keep the bloodline the same, circle to circle.
And then we're on center and radius for our subtype.
And then we click on one end, or click on our spline, which is our center curve. And let's key in a radius of 0.75. Tab, preview, preview. Okay, look what happened there. It's perfect on that end. Now that's weird. I thought we created this from left to right. That's interesting. All right, change it to 1/4 inch. Preview. What we have is transition. Oh God, Greg, I thought you went 1/4 inch. Okay.
In the other way.
Greg, OD is the one that you're always given. So when you do a thickness of a pipe, it's always going to go inward. Nobody goes to this to the hardware store and gets a 1/4-inch pipe looking for 1/4-inch ID. You're getting a 1/4-inch pipe, and then whatever the thickness is, whatever their thickness is. Hit cancel. Hit cancel.
Oh, wrong button.
Can you double click that sweep surface he created? Maybe we don't have any. I went an 1/8 of an inch, and when I did 1/4 inch, I don't have any material left. Can you double click that? It's 1/4 inch. Open the part body.
Oh, there we go.
Double click that. And can we invert the arrow? Preview that. Select OK. Alright, so back to sweep surfaces. Wait a minute, guys.
Alright.
You should be hiding your geometrical sets. The only thing that's supposed to be released in production is the part body. Okay, so double click your assembly, or double click your detail.
My detail.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, now go to sweep.
Yeah, sorry, I had a brain fart.
It's alright. Select your spine. Type in 0.75. Preview that. Does that look right on the other end? Yeah, again, we gotta hide everything but the part bodies. What we're gonna do now, once you make a solid, you hide everything. Change it to 0.25. Preview that. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a law so that will transition from a 1/4 inch to 3/4 of an inch. And how did we do that again?
We clicked on the law button.
Good. So under law, you see the start value is 0.25 and the end value is 0.25 because what type are we currently in?
Constant.
So we don't want a constant radius, so we tried first to go to linear and close that. Oh no, wait, sorry. Change the end to 75. Close that. Or no. Hit tab. And then we can see it transitions from a 1/4 inch to a 1/2 inch to 0.75 by the time it gets to the end. Okay, so we close that and preview this. And voila, perfect transition for our surface. Or is it perfect? Hit OK. Go to review. Select the connect checker. Before we select connect checker, we're going to pick our 3 surfaces.
You want the actual geometric set surface?
You know what? I've never really tried this. Let's try the solid surface.
Okay.
I don't know. I've never tried that, to be honest. You want to grab the 3rd one?
Yeah, I was just grabbing off the spec tree, so
Okay.
I knew what I was grabbing.
Okay, and then connect
And then
curve
there we go. Checker.
and hit G0.
It's only got the one element in it.
Oh, okay, yeah, I guess it doesn't work. So let's cancel that and expand the tree so you can find your sweep surfaces.
Hey, what if you click that little blue bag?
It's gonna be easier. Just grab it. Just grab them off the tree here.
Okay.
I have all 3, but one's in hide, so.
Okay. Now, why do we have this? Can you click G0? Is that okay?
Yeah, they're touching.
G1. Is that okay?
Not if you want a nice tangent surface.
No, for this part, no. It is not okay. I can't think of one reason in the world where that would be okay. Why isn't it okay?
It's non-machinable.
Correct. Why is it non-machinable?
Because you can only machine tangent surfaces.
Yeah, it's
Correct.
not Tangent.
So what term did I use when it's not tangent?
Damn it.
There's discontinuity in the tangency, okay?
It's the outside inverse something or other.
It's a discontinuity. It's discontinuity and tangency. When I say discontinuity and tangency, that's what I mean. That these surfaces are not tangent. Select OK, and I'll see the analysis in the tree. Okay. Now, how did I fix it? Anybody recall what the fix was?
I'm on mute. You modified the law.
How did I do that?
We went back into the sweep
Good.
that we had created. We went back into the law.
What type am I using?
S
We're
type.
using linear.
I'm using linear. Look at my chart.
Yeah.
That's why it's straight up and down.
Alright.
I'm instantly transitioning to the other side. It's doing a straight shot. But I don't want a straight shot. I want a smooth transition from the ends. So how do I get a smooth transition?
We use the S type.
And look at the chart. See how the chart changes? Now hit preview or select close, I guess. And preview that. It looks smoother and it changed my minimum degree to 0. So guess what? It fixed that end. Did it fix the other end? If we zoom up, we see minimum degrees are 0. Now I have a perfectly tangent surface. Select OK.
That's one little part.
All right. And that's what that connect checker analysis does. Pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and
Really cool.
you can hide it from the tree. Hide the analysis, I'm sorry. Okay. Hide your part. Create a new geometrical set. I'm not seeing it. Did you create a new geometrical set? Oh, there it is. Yeah, part body looked like it was blending right in there. Okay, I'm going to show you what happened to my. Oh, I'm going to show you how I created laws before they had this cool S-type stuff and linear type. And this only works when I'm controlling the ends. I'm going to duplicate what we did using an advanced law. Even though it won't seem advanced, it's going to do exactly what I already did. But before I start getting it complicated, I want to show you an easy version of it, okay? So here's what we're going to do. You're going to pull the wireframe out of Greg's geometrical set. Pull it out of hide. What feature, go ahead and hide his surface. Looks weird. What feature did I use to create a spine?
Connect curve.
Thank you. So we're going to do a connect curve. And let's create that connect curve pretending like the flow is from the smallest to the biggest, because that's what Greg and John told me they wanted to do. Oh, Greg lied. He went the other way. Okay, can you cancel that? Greg didn't lie. I just made that up. The other side, we never did communicate, right? Can I see, can you try creating the connect curve on the other side first? And then that line. Oh, see how they're going the opposite directions. And that's what happens when we don't communicate. No big deal. Reverse the direction. And then go connect to the other curve, please. highlight the point. And then sometimes it'll grab that curve for you, sometimes you just got to go manually grab it. See the arrows going in the right direction for this one? And we want to leave continuity to tangent. And let's select OK. Oh, wait, just for kicks, let's do this one curves. Curvature.
On both?
Yeah. Preview that, select OK. Okay, now we are going to go back to that. Where are you going? What are you trying to do here?
I was just showing the angle.
Oh, okay. Everybody see that transition? Which is still a perfectly good transition. You know, it all just depends and varies on what you want the end result to look like. Back to the ISO view. We are going to analyze the length of this curve. Wait a minute. I'm trying to remember if I can do this or not. Go create a point to the point command. And I want to create a point. Make this easy for me. Do a coordinate. And go up 1 in the Z. I want to see how high it is. Hit preview so I can see. Yeah, that'd be fine. Select OK. Select line, direction. I want a line that comes from that point I just created that goes in the direction of the X direction. So you can pick the X vector from the tree or from the pop-up window, I don't care. So you grab the X vector, and I want to go in the reverse direction. I want it to be the same length as that curve, the spine. Does anybody know how I can make it the same length as that spine?
You can measure item.
Okay, so how do I get to measure item?
Common tool. Put any measure item.
Common tools, very good. And common tools, I'm going to use measure item. Very good, Dane. And you simply do what?
Click the curve.
Select OK. Select OK. Would you all agree that that line is the same length of the curve? Would anybody agree that that line is the same length as the curve?
I would
Yes.
say so.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
And it is different. When we're in class, I get a lot more quick response. I know you guys are all on mute. Can you guys, can you tell me the size of the smallest curve, radius of the pipe?
What?
The smallest
Oh,
radius pipe?
Diameter?
Yeah, what's the what, isn't it radius? Did you guys go radius or diameter?
That was diameter.
Diameter.
Is diameter is a half inch. The radius,
Yeah, it went
I
radius.
asked was this
Yeah,
radius.
no. Yeah.
The radius was quarter inch, wasn't it?
Yep.
So the answer to the question is
4-inch radius.
quarter inch radius. And the largest radius was?
3/4 of an inch.
Okay, 3/4 of an inch. I guess we could verify that.
Oh, probably a good idea.
Select OK. All right. So I'm going to create what's called an advanced law. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a law that's going to represent the quarter inch and the 3/4 inch. So on the point closest to us, on the line we created, I'm going to create a point right above that at the smallest radius value, which was what again?
1/4 inch.
Okay, so how could I create a point straight above that 1/4 inch? What feature am I going to use?
Line.
Point. I want to create a point.
Yeah.
Point.
I create points. If I want to create a point, I use the point command. Now, I want to go straight up from what point? Can you cancel that?
Yeah, I clicked on it.
Can you cancel that? And then click in no man's land and then select that again? So the default comes from 0, 0, 0, right? But I want to go a quarter inch from the point at the end of that line. So instead of calculating that and adding 1 plus 0.25, which usually the numbers are not that easy, I would select a reference point. So you highlight reference point, and then you pick the point at that end. And see, it says it's going to go 1 inch up from there, but what do I really want?
0.25.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And then what do I want to do to the other end?
0.75.
0.75.
Okay, so let's go do that at the other end. Same exact thing to the other end, right?
So reference point is our end point.
Very good. And the distance is?
0.75.
Very good. Select OK.
Is this a situation where we would measure item and that way they're locked?
You could select OK, and then create a line from point to point. I'm trying not to overcomplicate this. Select OK.
Yeah.
Now, let's go to, oh God, we got to find laws. Where is laws? I forgot about this. Go to surface.
I found it. I know where it was.
It should be under.
I know I've seen it. I can't remember where.
I know. I just saw it the other day. I was trying to figure out what it was.
Oh my
It's
God.
in cat V5.
It's under tools.
Oh, no, click that.
Is it to the far right anywhere? I know exactly what it looks like. I just can't remember where it's at. I completely am spacing out right now. How about under? Oh shoot!
There it is.
Oh, there it is. Yep, that's it. It's under tools.
The expansion arrow.
Thank you. Just leave your cursor there for a second. It's called law. And then if you kind of pull your cursor off, do you see, kind of pull it off of it for a sec? Do you see, if you just kind of look at that icon, that feature, see how it has that same kind of chart? So, but this chart where the spline was just kind of going straight up and down or whatever, it's showing you curvature. So I could do radical things with this law. But we're not going to do anything radical right now. I'm just going to try and show you how to create a simple law like we just did. So click on the law feature, and it's going to ask to name it. So I want you to name this one Advanced Linear. Select OK. Oh my God, what in the hell is all this?
That's what I was saying when I was looking at this the other day.
It's supposed to be telling me definition curve and reference curve.
Yeah, it's a good sign when Dave says, "Oh God, what the hell is this?"
Select OK. Yeah, yes. Oh, I love it when this stuff changes on me. You guys see why I don't like making videos? Because usually I make a video and then it's different. Do you see law in this dictionary? Scroll down for law.
They're in spine, David. I found area law in spine. F1 on spine. Cat.
Oh man, this is not at all what I was expecting. God damn it. Alright, cancel that. What were you saying, Derek?
But the area law is, I found in Spine.
Yeah,
Katia.
but I'm not looking for an area law. I'm not sure what you're referencing though. Where do you find that?
Under, it was in, Cat V5 under, but I accessed it through Katia. On the Spine command, I F1 and I went into it.
It's not in the spine command. So I'm not sure. I know that, what is that FX called again? It's called law, right?
Yeah.
Creating a law. Can you click on that and hit F1 real quick? Just want to see if I see something that would take me to it.
Oh, you've got that V5
Yeah.
site.
I'm looking
Mark II, huh?
I'm looking for that advanced law type right down there. Click advanced law type.
I found it. I think I found it in Transform. Go to Transform tab. All the way to the right, that little graph. Is
Oh,
that
hey,
it?
look, that one's a little different.
That's the one I'm looking for.
It doesn't have
Oh my
impact.
god.
Two
Okay.
tools called the same thing.
Oh yeah. Why would you guys get confused being new? Okay.
No reason.
So it's asking for two things in that box. It's asking for a reference curve and a definition curve. And I created two curves. Which curve would you guess is the reference curve and which curve would you guess is the definition curve?
That's my guess on reference.
Yeah.
Reference curve is going to be where I'm going to measure from. And that's always going to be a straight line. See, the reason why the top one is the definition curve is because it's changing in height. It's my variable. So select the bottom line for the reference curve. And then for the definition curve, you're going to select the line on the top. Are lines curves?
Yes.
Yes, they have infinite radius. Therefore, they are curves. Now we're going to select OK. And there you have a law in the tree. So, what you're going to do is go to the surface command.
Surface tab.
Sorry, yeah. And then hit sweep circle. Select your center curve. Now, I don't type in a radius, do I? What do I do instead?
You select the law.
Select the law. Anytime there, no. Anytime the radius varies, you hit the tab law. The tab law.
Oh,
I hit law. What's the first type of law we have?
constant.
And what was the second one I showed you?
Linear.
Click on it, click on it, click on it, click on it. And the third one is?
S type.
So guess what the last one's for?
Advanced.
So go ahead and hit advanced.
Like this?
And then what does it say there?
Law element no selection.
So you pick the law off the tree that we just created. And look what it did.
Oh.
Okay, select close.
Cool.
Select preview. And look what we got.
Hot jam.
So that's how you can create your own laws. So right now, 50% of this curve is going to be what radius? 50% along the spine.
25.
See, I'm controlling everything because the length of my reference line, put my cursor on the reference line, is the same length as what?
Fine.
Therefore, I know everything ratio-wise is going to line up. Does that make sense? Okay, so we're getting somewhere here, right? We'll
So we
select,
basically just use this like a revolve, but put it here.
basically, yes. What it's doing is it's measuring from the reference line to the definition curve. Whatever the distance is from the reference line to the definition curve, it's going to be defining the radius. So every line that's projected perpendicular from the reference line will be defining the radius along the way. So can you go into the XZ plane? I think that would be like a side view. Go to view, go to side view. Go to view and hit, oh yeah, you did it already. Okay,
I've got hotkeys programmed.
and then zoom up on it. Maybe hide the measurements. So you see that straight line on the bottom? It's going to project perpendicular lines that go vertical, and wherever it touches that definition line, it's measuring the distance. And whatever that distance is defines the radius along the spine. So if I were to go a 1/4 inch along the definition curve or the reference curve, project a perpendicular line to hit the definition curve, whatever that distance is going to define the radius. Does that make sense, guys? You guys getting that? Following me on that? Okay. Select OK on that. Zoom up. Look at the top. Does it look like it's going tangent there from one to the next?
Looks like it's, no, it looks like high.
It kind of doesn't. But you know what? Let's just double check it. How could I double check that?
Analyze.
Exoparameter.
Which one's John's? That one's John's.
He's
I gotta select both surfaces.
let's select all 3 surfaces.
Okay, I can select all 3 surfaces.
And then where are we going?
We're
Review?
reviewing how well things are connected. We're going to connection checker.
And which one did I say? Which type? In the pop-up window? You're going to click on that one because look what it says.
Surface connection.
Put it back on there. See, it says surfaces to surfaces, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that one's active and click on G0. Is G0 good?
They be touching.
Is G1 good?
Only if you want.
Oh man, select OK. So it's impossible to fix this, right?
No.
No, we're gonna go to undo. Just get rid of that. Or wait, we can save it. No, it's okay. You already did. Go to. Let me see. Where are we at in your tree here? Can you move the part off so I can see the tree? Okay. So, is this geometrical set 2 that this is all in?
3.
Okay, 3.
Yeah, it counted. I think it counted the freeform as a geometrical set.
Okay, so what I want to do here is hide sweep 2 surface. And we're going to create another law. Before I do that, you're going to go to my law, advanced law that I created, the lines that we created. I want to see it on the screen. I want you to go to the line command. And I want to create a line in the direction of the first point that represents a 1/4 inch. Go in the X direction.
And we're going to go in the
X direction.
X direction.
And go any length you want as long as it's 1 inch. Select OK. Do the same thing on 0.75, except for the line's going to go the opposite direction. Can you hide the definition curve? Do you guys know where I'm going with this? Anybody have any idea what I'm thinking?
Got a sneaking suspicion I know what you're up to.
Anybody else got a sneaking suspicion where Dave's headed?
As always.
Starting to.
What are you thinking, Dane?
I'm thinking that we're going to connect a couple of curves.
You are thinking correctly. Because when I connect the curve, what happens?
We create a tangent curve. Or we
Right.
can create a tangent curve.
So what's the first point?
We're starting with the little one.
Okay. And the curve. And then the second point. So we got to activate set point 2.
I reverse the direction because it likes to go the wrong way.
Now, this wouldn't really affect the flow of the pipe. Those two little
a
lines.
Reference element.
Now, what I do want to do is go in the right direction, though, for the other curve. So the way this curve is created from left to right is the right way to do it. Okay? But the two little lines, that I don't really care. Select OK. And then what am I going to do with that curve I just created?
You're going to create another law.
Where was the law again? What tab? What tool tab?
Transform.
Transform.
Yeah.
And you pick law. And it asks for what in the box first?
Reference.
And which one's reference?
Our straight line.
Yes, I could use the same reference line as I did for the other one, right? And then your definition curve, which is?
The one we just created.
That was the reason why we created. Now, can you see the normal projection on the right and left ends? That's what it's doing. It's measuring to those.
Mm-hmm.
But remember how the other one, can you pull the other line out of hide? See how the other one is a straight transition? Can you zoom up on the ends? See, that's going to be the difference in my pipe. Okay, as you kind of slide from left to right, you can see the transition from a straight line versus the connect curve, right? The connect curve is going to give me a smooth transition. It's really the smoothest transition I can get right here. Select OK. All right. Back to the ISO view. And we created law number 2. Can you highlight law number 2 in the tree so people can follow? All right, we're going to recreate that surface. So, sweep surface. What do we do first?
Like a circular. Center radius. Center curve. Which is this guy.
And we don't type in a radius, we do a...
Law.
And what kind of law?
Well, this is the advanced class. So we're doing it.
Yeah, we're doing advanced laws. Right on. And what do we do next? What does the box ask us to do?
What's we're picking? What
Yeah,
law?
it's highlighting no selection because we haven't selected law 2 yet, right? So we click on law 2 in the tree. You guys see where its cursor is in the tree? It adds law 2. Look at the chart. Say close. Preview that. Voila. It looks the same as the other one, doesn't it?
Sure does.
Okay. Just for kicks, hit law. Hit inverse law. Close. Preview. Oh no, I've ruined it. He has to start all over.
Oh,
Oh, now you broke it.
Yeah. Okay, so if it comes in wrong, all you gotta do is inverse it, right?
That's not broken.
that's a diesel exhaust air raid.
Okay, well yeah, there you go.
Maybe that's what I want.
That's what I was going for. All right, preview that. Select OK. And I made the mistake of making you delete the analysis, didn't I? It's not in the tree anymore, is it? That's for the other one, though.
Okay. I can just do it again.
So he's just going to pick them out of the tree because it's faster to go grab this. You got to grab the sweep surfaces we used to create it, not the solids.
And we're reviewing what we've done. We're reviewing the connection.
We got 0 degree angles. Perfect. Select. Yep, G1 has my 0 degrees telling me that they are tangent. That should be enough for a day, right? So I'm just telling you, man, when you guys get the laws done, you are way ahead of most people. Do not know laws. This is my most advanced stuff that a lot of people have no idea how to manipulate and work. And I've only done the simple part, but you can see just the potential of what you can do with this law feature. Okay, what I want to
Laws linked to this curve now. So like if I took this curve and I modified the that's the straight.
well, don't modify the curve. Double click the point and move the point. Double
I
click
guess that would work too.
and change that to a 1/2 inch. Select OK. And then go ahead and, yep.
So they are one and the same, like most things on the
Yep.
screen. Cool.
Now, undo what you did. Fix this monstrosity here. Okay. So, hide John's part, hide Greg's part. Okay, and hide the analysis. This part's not done. What would I have to do to complete this part?
Add some thickness.
Correct. And what workbench do I got to go to?
Part design.
Can't make a part in generative shape design, generative morphing, generative wireframe. Select your sweep surface, and what feature do I use?
Thick surface.
And then we're going to go out or in.
In.
Just say okay to that. So point the arrows inward.
What are we doing? How much?
1/8 of an inch.
1/8 inch.
Select OK. Hide your geometrical set. Now in the exercises, I didn't make you do this, but I would do it just for myself. This is what the end result would be right here, right? Maybe I could go 1/16 of an inch because it looks so thick. Just depends on what you're working on, right?
Yeah.
But that's laws in a nutshell. I showed you linear, S-type, and advanced, correct?
Correct.
Very good, guys. Very good. I know you guys are probably getting it, right? It's like this is a lot of info, but I bet you guys are going to be surprised how easy this comes for you. Yeah, and Michael Dane has a very good excuse for it not to be sinking in. Oh, maybe I shouldn't bring that up. Hey,
No, it's okay. It's totally okay. It's slowly sinking in. Like repetition really helps.
well, I am all about helping you with the repetition, huh?
Oh, I help myself plenty.
Can you go to Canvas, please? Dane? Barry? Can you go to Modules? Scroll down to the laws. Open that up. Okay, I'm going to redo the law thing. I just want you guys to do part 1. So click on part 1. Open that document for us. Oh, hit enable on the top there. Look, this is our exercise. It looks pretty much like what we were doing today.
It looks up.
Okay, wait, you're going too fast for Dave. Okay, under objective, you're going to create advanced laws using sketches. We're not going to use sketches, we're going to use those wireframe I created. You're going to create circle surfaces, creating laws point to point, creating tangent laws. So point to point is what type? That's a linear.
Linear.
Tangent law is what type?
S type.
S type, okay? And then I have them in different geometrical sets so I can keep them all straight. Scroll down. Can you guys read the numbers? I think I got 1 and 2. Up. The size, it says 1 and 2. Up. Go up. The size is 1 and 2 there. Okay? So I tried to keep simple numbers. A 1 inch and a 2 inch. You got to get them farther apart though so they can actually have room to connect. They can't be on the same planes. There's no way they can connect it. Alright, slide down. Down. So there's the law feature I was looking for. It looks real similar to that one law other thing we had. Okay, but that's the law feature, which again is all in V5. If you go to V5, you'll find this. And if you didn't understand what Dave said, maybe you can read this and it will make more sense to you. But see what it looked like in V5? It said reference and definition. That window looks almost identical, right? Again, if you guys got a V5 job, I'm telling you, you're going to be perfectly fine on V5. Okay, scroll down. Other CAD systems are starting to, you know how vehicles are, right? They all start copying each other. CAD programs are doing the same things. They see what CATIA does and they're, oh, we can do that for a lot cheaper. So a lot of other CAD systems are doing the same stuff that CATIA is doing, and they're a lot less expensive. Alright, scroll down here. So this is our objectives. Law linear, law tangent, law linear using no geometry. What would that one be? Law linear using no geometry.
Is that just in the law command?
Which one is it? Law linear. Oh God. When I hit use no, yeah,
Don't draw the line.
it's linear. The words in this one has the word in it, linear. And the tangent one is which one?
S.
S type.
Okay.
Okay, you got linear and S type. Now I didn't use geometry the first time I did it, right?
Correct. We
But
just use button.
the last two we did, I did linear and tangent, but I had to create all that geometry. Notice I say create in a separate geometrical set because it gets to be a mess if you don't have them in different geometrical sets. If you put them in different geometrical sets, it's a lot easier to create them, okay? Or hide them and show them when you want. Name the model radius law under your name, okay? So that's the name of it, I guess. Scroll down. Radius laws, create 2 circles. Okay, so you're going to create the John part and the Greg part. I did this on the XY plane just to keep it simple. The 2 on the ends are constant. And when it says using an advanced law, create construction geometry. That's what we just did. We used advanced. Remember we had to hit advanced? Well, anytime I'm doing advanced, that means I created my own geometry. The diameters in the surface, what did I say? Notice the measurements. Oh, I just noticed the size, right? Okay, so you're going to create 2 geometrical sets. Name them accordingly. Advanced linear law and advanced tangent law. Those are two different, completely two different sets, right? You're going to duplicate what Dane just did. And then scroll down. Then you get to go down, you get to do it the easy way, where I don't have to create the geometrical sets, where I don't have to create the geometry. Okay? You guys think after seeing this demo you could pretty much duplicate that?
I think so.
I hope so. I'll have the video too on both Canvas and on YouTube that. Now, the only thing I did different is I made it trying to show you why you would need to work on stuff without making everything one tube, because I didn't make everything one tube. I just built that one piece in the middle, or actually Dane built the one piece in the middle. It's like an assembly, right? 3 people worked on it to get it assembled. But from the assembly mode, I could make my part with existing parts. It works best when the people are already done. But that's how you can work in an assembly level all together in one collaboration. See, back in before, we used to have everything in our own folders. And then, like, Dane would say, hey, can I copy your part from your folder? So he copied my part from the folder, but then he'd have my part, and I have my part. Now there's 2 parts, right? The idea is so I don't have 2 different parts. Everything's all in one collaboration. And I just pull up parts as I need. Okay, is there any questions on this? Does everyone know where to get the first exercise?
Yeah.
Under modules, we're just doing the first Word doc, okay?
Just the first one?
Just doing that first Word doc. This one here.
Oh, okay.
All you have to do. I would recommend doing it right now because it's probably fresh in your head. We just did it, right?
Yeah, I gotta go to the ER.
What?
Again? Your doctor. Yeah, freaking anacortes said. Yeah, anacortes procedure. Gotta go over to Everett. Jeez, man.
Okay, Dane, just take Michael, Dane, just to go take care of yourself. We'll get you caught up with this. This is trivial compared to what you must have to go through.
I got the other class to later on.
No, forget the other class. Let's go to ER first.
Yeah, dude, take care of yourself.
Leave me up this weekend if you need to catch up on some stuff, but don't even sweat it, bro. We got you.
Alright, thanks, guys. Yeah.
Holy God. Take care, man. All right, can you go back to Canvas for me? My gosh, I'm tired. I haven't lectured this much in a long time. This is what class used to be like. I actually had to work. All right, so go to modules. The advanced adaptive sweep surfaces, everything under the sweep surfaces should be done. If you feel a wild hair, I mean, you're welcome to go into the advanced laws and try some of the other ones, but the only one I really want you to get done is that first one. But laws are pretty fun. They're pretty cool once you get used to what it can do. All right, on that note, I will stop the recording here.